This is Dr. Jordan Carter, lab code 418219, with the last entry on the Soldier 76 project. With every hour I've put into S76, I believe I can say with full certainty I've created the best super soldier known to man. The idea to grow him through incubation and aging with enhanced growth hormones has been mostly successful. Despite its slimmer frame and unathletic build, S76 has shown incredible feats in his strength, speed, endurance, due to the nanobotic enhancement surgically embedded into his muscles. Turner's idea, not mine. And its skin negates any need for any type of body armor like a typical soldier. It's too bad, actually. Turner's made a pretty good set. Anyway, since its brain is literally a blank canvas, we created a device to program its brain with combat training, tactical training, weapons training, even languages. It's gonna need any help it can get. The threats they want to put my S76 up against, they're on a different frequency of dangerous. Apparently, it's causing my work to be cut short. So for the last time, Soldier 76, you're online.
My dearest Jay, you know I'm not the type to write letters like this, but I found it appropriate for this occasion. It might be the best way to reach you before I arrive. It's been 27 months, 826 days, and over 20,000 hours since I last saw you. Life seems to have a hint of foreshadowing. Everything's reminding me of you. We're definitely close to meeting again. Nothing much has changed since you left. The Christmas lights still come up beautifully once every year. The town is still just as busy as it's always been. I've taken up reading books like you did, and I've learned a lot more than I thought I would. I've actually taken up a lot of your old habits. Humming to myself when I'm bored, sitting on the porch at random hours even when it's cold, and eating those bittersweet chocolate chips that you love. I actually used to hate the chocolate chips. I figure that's kind of out of tone for me to say in a letter like this, but I was never able to tell you that. I only tried the chocolate chips because you loved them so much. I never understood how one could like something that looks so sweet but bit you back. However, the more I reflect on it and eat the chocolate chips, it made me realize why you liked them in the first place. Once you get past the tart taste, you're left with a sweet chocolate flavor that makes you want more. And along with that, you don't have to worry about others wanting you to share them. I've actually become a lot more isolated since you left. I enjoy sitting by myself more and going places to be alone with my thoughts. Sometimes the urge to be alone can get severe, but I'm learning to be okay with other people around me. Maybe it's because of the way you had to leave, but I find it quite therapeutic. I've probably been avoiding this part of the letter in order to save my own tears, but I miss you so much. Losing you is probably one of the hardest things I've gone through. When you left my senior year, I promised myself I would live my life to the fullest since you didn't get to. I promised myself I would try my best to make you proud, to become something you could look upon and smile. I also promised myself I would never refer to your departure as a death. You always hated that word. You said it only brings dark thoughts, and I'll forever stand by that. The point of this letter is to tell you I'll see you soon. I've been speaking to the doctors, and they said I have about a week left. I think I'm taking this considerably well. It's just that I'm not sure how to continue living my life at this short time, knowing that my time is coming. I'm writing this letter in hopes that you will receive it before I make my departure. In these last short days of breath, I just wanted to let you know that I'll be appreciating you and your life through it all. When we meet again, I'll even bring your favorite bittersweet chocolate chips. I love you so much, Jay. I'll see you soon. Your dearest, Andre.
Hey.
Hey.
1906. Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, founded in 1908. Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, 1911. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, founded in 1913. Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, founded in 1911. Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, founded in 1920. Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, founded in 1914. And Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, founded in 1922.
Divine. Google defines divine as excellent or delightful. When we as African Americans hear divine, we think of the Divine Nine. The Divine Nine is a national pan-Hellenic council composed of historically African American fraternities and sororities, also referred to as Black Greek letter organizations. The very first Black Greek fraternity was Alpha Phi Alpha, established on December 4th of 1906. The first Black Greek sorority was Alpha Kappa Alpha, founded in 1908. The rest of the Divine Nine, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority, Iota Phi Theta Fraternity were established later on in the early 1900s. It's important for young people to know about them and what they stand for.
Being able to see people who carry themselves well, speak well, highly educated, I think that does good for just representation. It's very similar to commercials and just different career paths. When you see someone who has been to college, has made a name for themselves and carry themselves well, it's like, okay, I can do that just as easily as they did.
When you know about the history and when you know about the legacy and the different opportunities that were afforded because members of the Divine Nine took a step forward. For instance, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, we were the first sorority to march in the Women's Suffrage March, which propelled women activism during that time. So it's important for young adults to know about the Divine Nine because a lot of people have the misconception that all we do is party and things like that, but we actually do a lot more in the community than people may be aware of.
The Divine Nine was created for African Americans to align themselves with other individuals sharing common goals and ideals.
Coming from my time in the military, I knew that when I went back to college, I wanted to be a part of a team that not only did well in the community, or should I say on the campus, but more so in the community for the long haul, not just during my collegiate years, but once again too, as I grew. Have my professionalism grow as well too, not just for myself personally, but once again in the community that I was surrounded by.
I believe in Black excellence, and so when you're talking about Kappa Alpha Psi or any of the other Divine Nine fraternities and sororities, really one common thread through all of them is that. It's about going to college, it's about graduating from college, it's about going on to do excellent things in all different areas of life.
Within Black Greek sororities and fraternities, the sisterhood and brotherhood are essential parts of how they thrive and why people join. Those
relationships that we forge are important to us for a variety of reasons, spiritually and emotionally. The relationships that we forge, the brotherhood that we have is an essential part of being whole in our various communities.
Oh, sisterhood is everything to us. So it's just an amazing opportunity to have gained so many sisters. You have what are called line sisters when you pledge, and those are like your core sisters that you are with throughout your entire process. But then you also gain sisters that have been made over the years within your chapter. So it's just that ability to come together with other Black women and to explore like just life together.
The Divine Nine has been a symbol of what it means to be a visionary, strong leader, and excellent. Each of these organizations were established with unique core values, but shared a common goal: to educate and uplift the Black community from racial inequities. We aren't just representations of Black excellence. We are divine.